Hey guys, welcome to another part of Skater 4 for PS1. This is going to be Sewers, the final level we have left. 7 goals and remaining gaps for this one we have to get. We nearly have the goals, we nearly have enough to get the secret level, so let's begin. We have to deal with the pros first, starting with Rune. We have to go Christ there over this quarter pipe to the pool in the center of the room. Now you need to know what the Christ there is. That's where I tried to experiment because I had no fucking clue. It's somewhere around where, you just have to keep fucking around with the circle button to get it. Because it's not like a double tap thing like later games. It's a special move. So once you know it, like I did, make the jump and you're good to go. And that's Rune Glyphbergs. It's very easy. That's a movie unlocked. Now, time for Dex. The Dex rune is interesting. It's got Arrow logo. It's got Buzz Bomb. It's got HKD, Mask, Pixelated, Script logo, and Sprite Bomb. Oh, and Victory Denmark. We'll go on with the Arrow logo because that looks pretty neat. And now lastly, we have Steve. We have to get 1,000,000 points in this room. In this room only. We can't leave. 1,000,000. I'm thinking, well, it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen. We had to get 1,000,000 at some point. I was thinking we were gonna get 1,000,000 from the score thing, like our Uber score was gonna be like 1,000,000, and we had to, get that shit in a much neater room that would help us out too. Cause this place isn't exactly the best when it comes to getting 1,000,000. This one was actually challenging because in order to get 1,000,000, you would have to really utilize all your specials and tricks and overall just not fuck up. Which, it's really hard not to. So yeah, busting 1,000,000. This took me about 20 attempts. If I was in the other room, I would be fine. But I actually tried to go into the other room, and it actually failed the mission. Good. Good. So, I can't leave that. I can't leave this place. I have to stay here and, get the 1,000,000 in this room. And I was able to in this run I did here. But it was still a bitch to pull off. I had to utilize a lot of stuff. And all I can say to everyone else who wants to beat this, just keep going at it. Keep persisting. You'll make it through. Got the movie. Now it's time for some decks. Steve has Ape. He also has C2K, Chinese, Classic, Dragon, Face, Guitar, and Pop Skull. Now, I like the Face. It's a neat one. Now it's time for some goals. Like the Domination. There are 3 wrenches we have to get in every section of this map. It's in the center of it. We have to get it in a combo because we only have 10 seconds. It's not enough to get them all. This will be about 10 attempts because this one's actually kind of difficult. Because, for one, the third wrench I get is kind of glitched. You have to actually jump for it. You can't just go through it like these other 2. And the other one is actually trying to get the second wrench. Yeah, it's really hard not to bail. Once you got it, you got it. Now it's time for scores. This is the final goals. All of them are scores. 540,000 points with 6 score. You should know at this point where I'm going to get every single one of these done. And if you don't, you have not been paying attention to the last few parts of this LP, and for that you should be ashamed of yourselves. Basically, this is the best way to get score. In fact, if I wanted to get the 1,000,000 goal done here, I would have been done with it in one go. Now this took me about 3 goes because I'm still trying to get used to this little thing I found. So I didn't do it much. I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm still trying to get used to the balancing act of it all. Ultimately though, I'm doing just fine with this. And yeah. Keep persisting through, keep making big score, keep making a big combo, and eventually you'll make it through and you will be done with the 6th score. Now, we have Twisted Score, 650,000 points. This one I got on the first go. And I believe the next one I got on the first go. And the next one. Yeah, all the rest of the scores I'm pretty sure I got on my first go. So, yeah, pretty simple honestly when you think about it. Because when you know this area, when you know the trick to this area, that gives you pretty much an easy $1 million actually, as you'll soon see. It makes it a bit of a joke. And I understand why they wanted you to get the $1 million in that area and not this area, because they kind of knew, I guess. The only problem is that I'm also using Dark Slide, which you should. And Steve doesn't have Dark Slide. He has pretty much no grind specials, I don't think. So, yeah. Anyway, time of insane score. 800,000 points. Again, first time. And this one seems difficult, but it's not. Honestly, all you have to do is just keep going for this little trick here, and you should make it. The only problem is if you start fucking up and you lose that combo. The big problem of that is you have less score to gain because of it. Even though the gaps will help you get a good amount of score, and you know, you can still do the special for a little bit of a boost and such. The biggest problem is that you've been doing a lot of grind moves, and they're already at like a slow pace at this point. You are probably going to be fucked score-wise if you lose this combo, so really you want to actually beat this in one combo. But if you fuck up like that, then you'll have to really make sure you can make up for what score you have left, because, yeah, it gets pretty difficult, honestly. You kind of need to catch up and try a lot of shit, get lucky, try not to fuck up, and yeah, you just get lucky, you make it through, like I did. And now the final goal, which is right here in the middle of it. It's 950,000 points. This took me 2 attempts, because the first attempt was a starting failure. Yeah, I didn't actually start the thing, I just failed to start it, and I just restarted. This is actually my first run on this thing. This is where I get 1 million points in this area. Not in the other area, because as you saw, that other area was bullshit. This is me getting 1 million points in one combo. This is how much of a pro I am at these games. I'm sure that some people out there would think, oh, he's just a noob, he couldn't even do the Zen fucking thing, the Zen mind thing. Well, I'm not exactly the best at this game, considering I don't know many of these speed tricks that apparently that one guy knew, which, you know, thank you very much for making a video on the whole thing. But, yeah. I can fucking handle my own on beating everything including gaps, which we're doing right now. So, a lot of you people can't even do gaps, don't even want to do gaps, so I'm still very good at the games. Also, by the way, first rule of Skate, don't talk about Skate. They knew about it from years ago, or they just talked a lot of shit. Anyway, are you ready for some gaps in the sewers? Because I'm not. I don't like the gaps in the sewers. We gotta do them anyway, so let's begin. So, starting off, make a jump over here and you will get radioactive ants. Then, make a jump from over this side for skip the rails, and jump over this Turn Off Skater 4 logo for Turbo Skater 4 Air. Next up, you want to go ahead and make a gap from here all the way to this little ramp here for Ghoul's Night Out. Next up, you want to go ahead and make that same jump I did before with the fucking Christ Air. You get plenty of air. Next up is manuals. Manual this, get first wheel skate. Then manual this little stump here for Don't Talk About Skate. You can do it normal way, or if you want to be a pro, manual over hiss. You don't have to, but you know, if you want to. Anyway, next up, manual this from one end to the other, and you will get second level manual. Next up, you want to go ahead and manual through this third tunnel, and you will get straight tunnel manual. Next up, manual over this little hump here for no need for rails. The next one you want to do is jump up here and grind the high bar for high bars. Then grind this rail. Go up here, grind this, and you will get Baba's back. Keep going, and you will get ready to jump. Then jump up over to the secret tunnel and grind the secret tunnel rail for the shit. What was it called again? Oh yeah, it's the hidden passage. Don't worry about the other gats. We'll go for them very soon. Next up, grind this from one end to the other, and I mean grind from one end to the other. You will get green goo. Next up, you want to go and make a grind on this stump here for G and wall grind. Next thing you want to do is grind the rail off here for caution. Next up, grind this from one end to the other. It's a bit of a long grind. Once you do, you get underground grind. Next up is the tunnels. It's, you know, access tunnel A and access tunnel B. Just grind the rail. Should have already gotten it from that one goal, but, you know, just in case. Next up, grind these for the fun box connection. And then grind this rail here to get no rent grind. Next up, start up from here and then grind all the way around this bowl. I mean grind all the way around to where you almost get to the end for O2 pool. Next up, you want to go ahead and get ready to make a hard jump. Manual up here, wall ride, and go for Old Chicago Skate Park. And then grind that, grind the light, and then grind the other side for Rafters. Great name. Next up, grind this one into the other and you will get one gap. Jump over this little gap at the end for another gap. You will get longest skull grind and second little hop. Grind the little hop on the other side for little hop. Great name. Next up, you want to go ahead and grind this ramp and grind the other side of the ramp for the another goo hop. Next up, grind this ramp from one end to the other and you will get W ramp grind. Next, grind this little circle indent thing all the way around, and you will get around the dip. The next thing, you want to go ahead and jump up here and grind this pipe. Grind it all the way. You'll get wall ride fun. Now, wall ride up here and grind it. You will get high corner pipe. Keep grinding and keep wall riding through, and you will get you made it. Now, time for a nifty little grind, you know. Just grind this little green ramp here. And you get to the wood grind. And guess what? That's it! That's all the gaps. Because there's no lip gaps for this entire level. So, we're done with sewers. And yeah, only like 2 of them are really difficult and really shitty. The rest, not so much. So yeah, sewers is done. And we're actually done because we got enough goals for Little Big World. And we should try finishing the gap checklist to unlock our final cheat. Yes, that's our reward for being in the gap checklist apparently. A cheat. Neat. But yeah, we've beaten the game. We've gotten all the goals done. So, for the most part, we're done with the game. But we're not done 100%. We haven't seen Little Big World yet. And Little Big World has gaps. So, yeah. Let's go back to career. We'll look at the credits at the last part. Which will probably be next part. And, yeah. Let's have a look at it, shall we? That's still a question mark because you have to unlock it. But yes, we have enough gold points for it. And yes, it is called Little Big World. So, next time, let's get a full on PS1. We'll be finishing this LP with Little Big World. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.